Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to TurkPride.tv for today's baseball matchup between the hometown Turks and the visiting Lincoln Lynx. My name is Dan Beller. I have the pleasure of being joined by the man, executive producer, not producer, but executive producer, Diamond Dave Moon. Dave, how are you?
Dan, I'm doing great. It's good. I feel like we got the band back
We
together.
do. We got Mickey Miller here to my left doing PA, and Jason Atkinson here, the all-star utility infielder, the man that can do everything. Yeah, it's like, God, we just got the band back together.
It's like we stepped back 4 years in time or 5 years in time.
We really did. It's really awesome. So anyway, we're glad you're here with us this afternoon. We've got a double header. We're going to be doing live streaming for the first game, and then I think just video only. Is that correct, Dave? For the second game? Second game, yeah. For the Twilight double dip. But we appreciate you being here with us on TurkPride.tv. We hope you enjoy the game just as much as we're going to enjoy bringing it to you. So one thing I noticed here, Dave, as we're getting started. Whoops.
What is that?
I don't know. Must be bumping my cord here. I'm going to move over a little bit. I noticed a man out there at home plate.
Looks familiar,
looks
doesn't
very
he?
familiar, but the colors that he's wearing do not look familiar.
Yeah, that's not the right blue.
Yeah, exactly. I think the man that you might see out there with the Lincoln with the black and red stripes is none other than Bryon Atkinson. Is that correct?
Yep. Coach Bryon.
Coach Bryon out there. You may know him as my friend and colleague doing the football broadcasts, and Bryon does wrestling and lots of things here. Resides here, but is coaching for the opposing team tonight. So I don't know. Do we cheer for him, or do we boo?
It's
or do
hard.
we boo him, or what? I don't know
I'm not
what
sure
we
what
do.
to do.
Cheer, jeer.
Now, what's his affiliation with Lincoln? Doesn't his brother coach for Lincoln or something?
I don't.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. His brother's the head coach. So we got a little nepotism going on here.
Oh boy, I tell you, I don't know. It's gonna make it tough tonight, though. You know, the ultimate homer. Bryon Atkinson is the visiting
self-proclaimed ultimate homer.
That's the irony of ironies.
I can't wait the first time I can go #Turks coach.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, it should be fun. We hope you sit back and enjoy this afternoon. It was actually a pretty nice day. The weather looks like it's going to hold. Rain is not expected until later this evening after 8 o'clock. So hope to be able to get both of these games in and sit back and relax. That should be a lot of fun here as we watch the hometown Turks and the visiting Lynx of Lincoln High School.
What are they talking about down there?
I don't know. They're just talking about the weather and stuff. Now, usually they're talking about the field rules here, if there's any intricacies as far as the sight lines, the field lines, and things like that. So I think they're exchanging their lineup cards, of which we have a copy of those, and we'll be underway here in just a couple of minutes. So my phone's telling me I have a baseball game today at 4 o'clock.
Hey, all right.
I guess there we go.
And I think my wife is watching from Virginia.
Virginia.
Yeah.
Well, Jen, welcome from Virginia. Hope you enjoy the broadcast this afternoon. Yeah, I've got your husband. I'll keep him out of trouble for the next couple hours. Okay. All right, he's in good hands.
At least for the next 2 hours.
At least for the next 2 hours, and then after that, I don't know. Then Mickey's in charge. Mickey's gonna have to keep track of him for the next 2 hours after that. So.
Mickey, are you staying for both games? Wow.
Oh man, Mickey is a diehard. So all right. Well, the team's about ready to take the field, and we'll be underway here in just a moment.
There's one person watching. I'm betting that's Jen.
It probably is. It probably is. Saturday games, you know, we just don't do a lot of Saturday games, but okay, so it looks like Coach is giving their last instructions to their players, and we'll get everybody out on the field and get this game going here in just a couple of minutes. Do we have the roster of games coming up this week, Dave, that we could share at some point with the fans as far as what we have to look forward to here on TurkPride.tv this week?
I bet I can get our producer extraordinaire, Jason, to pull that up.
Jason could pull it up. There we go. All right. Like I said, we got everybody here. We're bringing Jason back to. We just plucked him out of the audience. He was out here, you know. It's like get up here, get back to work.
Put him to work.
The drill. You know the drill. All right. And it looks for the Turks. Number 9, is it Braden Davis? Yeah, Davis? Braden Davis, I believe it is going to be pitcher today. Number 9 starting us off.
You know, it's nice to see the Turks team so deep. I mean, we had a few bleak years there.
Where we couldn't even really have a full JV squad, and to be able to do it. I mean, I'm looking at the dugout. We've got, probably 7 or 8 kids that are still sitting there as far as substitutes. So that's awesome that we've got that amount of depth. You're right, Dave.
Yeah, I still remember that one year where they had to, beg, and we had just 2 over for a team.
Yes, yep. We've had a few lean years over the past few, but it's good to see more kids coming out and participating. Sports are a great outlet, great positive outlet for kids.
Okay, so what do we have here? We have our next home game's Monday. Holy cow!
Monday,
Mount Vernon.
Day after tomorrow. Who are we playing?
Mount Vernon.
Mount Vernon here.
It must be Mount Vernon Christian Academy. It's looking like, and then another one on Tuesday. And Granite Falls.
Oh boy,
and that's going to bring the end of the home season.
Just Monday and Tuesday. Mickey's thinking Wednesday or Thursday, maybe a reschedule of a prior rain out or something. But so it sounds like a busy week though. But Monday and Tuesday, so we've got Mount Vernon Christian and the dreaded Granite Falls Tigers coming in on Tuesday. So you'd be sure to be here for that.
Wow.
All right, I think we're about.
Check out JV, would you there, Jason?
All right, I think we are about ready to get underway here.
JV's got a game on Granite on Tuesday as well.
All right. And the first pitch. Strike one. All right, we've got some fans arriving here right at the last moment, but it's good to see some support for. Oh, and hit by pitch, so he's going to get a free pass there. And it looks like Cash Allen, number 5, next up for the Lynx. So the Lynx have an opening runner on first base on the hit by pitch. And the runner takes his lead. Pitcher looks over, gets his sign, and the pitch. High ball, and the runner's going to go. And we have a runner at second base. So quickly a runner in scoring position for the Lynx. Here, no outs in the top of the first. And the pitch. Ball outside. We're going to have to pay attention to it. The umpire is very quiet with his calls. He's very
I see
quiet.
that, yeah.
We're going to have to really pay attention today. Sometimes they're just nice and loud, and you definitely know. And tries the pickoff move, but
that would have been nice.
Yeah, that would have been. Runner gets back safely, slides underneath the tag. Takes his lead.
He's taking a big lead, too.
Yeah, he's got a pretty good-sized lead. And that's hit foul, first baseline. Right where that camera could have been, Dave. See? We've talked about adding some additional cameras for next year. One right down there on the end of the screen there for the first base shot, and one down at third. So lots of great ideas, right? No pitch.
What's happening?
Looks like you got a balk.
Oh,
runner's going to advance
bad.
down to third base. Yeah.
Oh. Oops. I already had him on third base. I got to give respect to Brandy.
They're going to go out there. Coach Skeet's going to talk with him and tell him what it is, that make sure the young man understands what he did that caused that when he set, and then he turned his body and then caused the balk, what they call a balk, and so that gives the runner, and he is able to advance one base. So the runner was second, now is at third.
And refresh my memory, a balk is when your foot leaves the rubber before the ball leaves your hand.
Yes. All right. So the batter steps back in. So we have that runner now at third base. Still no outs here in the top of the first. 2 balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Two and two. inside ball. 3-1, or 3-2, excuse me, full count. Oh, that's way inside. And runner's going to come. And run scores. So the Lynx quickly up 1-0 here, the base pass. We're going to have a runner at first, and the runner scores on the wild pitch from third. So runner at first, still no outs in the top of the first inning. Next up is going to be number 11, Evan Carr. Left-hander stepping in for the Lynx. Runner goes. And slides in safely. Nice throwback by the catcher, but runner gets there in plenty of time. So the Lynx again now with another runner in scoring position. So putting the pressure on the Turks here early on, top of the first. Outside ball. And it's outside ball.
Boy, they like those leads on second base, don't they?
Yeah, he's taking a very healthy lead. And that's outside, so pitcher's having a little difficulty finding that spot than there in the first inning. Pitching from behind pretty consistently thus far, so let's hope that he finds his groove soon. Ball, and that's ball 4. So he gives up another base on balls. We got runners now at first and second. Still no outs, top of the first. Lynx leading the Turks 1-0. Dave, you got those buttons all figured out over there?
This is complicated.
It's been a while since you've sat in that seat there actively producing. You know, you've been an executive producer for a long time, you know.
Brandy, I publicly apologize to you. This is complicated.
So you're giving her a hard time, and then when you actually have to do it, it's like, this is really pretty hard. Yeah, Brandy's she's an awesome producer. I really appreciate all her hard work and
she's a darn senior.
I know. Why you get them all coached up, Dave? Then they graduate on you. What's up with that?
It's terrible. It's like I should be able to keep them one more year.
Yeah, exactly. Like a fifth-year senior or something like that, right? Red shirt. Red shirt your freshman year, and come back for the fifth year, right? Yeah. All right, runners at second and third for the Lynx, so they continue to put the pressure on the Turks as far as moving base runners around into scoring position. Ooh, that's hit sharply right at the shortstop over to first base in time for out number 1, but the run does score. And it's now 2-0 Lincoln.
Dang, Brandy.
You remember that? It makes sense to her. Now you're trying to figure it out, see? Fouled off the screen.
Oh, I even had the inning marked wrong. Whoops.
Boy, you better hope that Brandy doesn't watch this broadcast. She's going to be on you, Dave.
I know. I'm surprised I'm not getting texts already.
You messed up on this, and you messed up on that. And that's hit sharply right at the second baseman. Oh, just took a bad hop. he had a good beat on it, but it just the last second kind of took a kind of an odd hop and scooted past him into center field. Number 24 stepping in. I think that's Talon Perez is the batter. Again, for any fans that are joining us from Lincoln, we do welcome you here to TurkPride.tv. All are welcome. On TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan Athletics. Runner takes the lead at first. And that's inside ball. And just kind of a soft toss over to first base.
Yeah, this runner's not nearly taking the lead as the last couple sitting there.
Yeah, I think the pitcher, when he turned, he realized that he was going to be back, and so he really didn't give it too hard of a toss. It was a fairly soft toss over to first base. And now the runner goes. And it's a strike. And that was a pretty good pitch to run on, and he's able to safely move from first to second. One ball, one strike is the count. Runner takes his lead. Pitch. And that's past the catcher, and the runner is going to advance down to third. And so the Lynx continue to do a good job taking advantage of mistakes thus far by the Turks and advancing runners, which has already manifested itself to 3 runs here in the top of the first inning. Foul down the third baseline. Right down to that man that's wearing black and red. Who is that? Who is that masked man wearing black and red down there that bleeds?
Blue.
You know, Columbia and Navy. Who is that man down there?
Right. Yeah.
We can't. We got to give him a hard time. This is swing and
Bryon, you picked the wrong color of
and
of
out
blue.
number 2. So one more. 2 down here in the top of the first. Number 7 for the Lynx. That is Max Harrison stepping in.
He's got to be a freshman.
Yeah, he's...
or a 6th grader.
Yeah. That is... runner comes. Toss to the plate. Got him!
Yes.
And the side is retired. But now before they score 3, we head to the bottom of the first. Turks trailing 3-0.
There's the saunter. We're talking about you, Bryon. That's the saunter.
Yeah. Watch out, Coach. All right, it's going to be our first opportunity to see the Lynx on defense. Warm-up pitch is happening. Looks like it's going to be number 16, I believe. He turns his back. Number 18. Number 18 is the number 18 is going to be the pitcher for the Lynx. Number 18 is Miles McKenna. I'm having a hard time reading that, but difficult to make out the last name. Miles is the young man's first name.
That was a good pitch.
Yeah.
He's kind of warming up impressively here.
Yeah, throwing pretty hard.
We need a speed gun.
Yeah.
Is that in the budget, Dan?
No, I know that we do have it for the varsity. We have some of the parents sometimes will bring cameras and things, and they'll hang them on the screen there. And I've seen jugs guns before that they've brought. There's got to be some app that does that. Anyway.
You would think
you
so,
would
right?
Think so. Use the camera on your smartphone or something like that.
Jason, jump online and see if there's an app for a speed gun for baseball, would you? As a speed gun for baseball.
A speed gun, an app. Is it? Oh, I'm sure there would be.
Or at least maybe a Bluetooth thing that you can hang on the fence.
All right, we are back to action. Head along into the bottom half of the first inning. Turks trailing 3-0. Yeah, get on it there, Dave. Bottom of the first.
Way to go, Brandy.
Jeez. Brandy, you have my permission to give him a hard time on Monday, all right? Fouled out the screen, strike one. And this is number 5, Ben Gillespie, leading things off for the Turks. Foul, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Turks trailing again 3-0, bottom of the first inning. High ball. Swing and a miss, and goes down on strikes. Out number 1.
There is an app.
There is an app. There's an app for that, right? Very cool. Fouled.
Whoa.
Strike 1.
Well, I'm driving my POV today, so, I parked over there by Mickey.
I see, yes. Parked over in the safe zone, right? Parked over there and walked.
When it's school car's okay, right?
Oh, no. That's a ball outside.
Do I see a strike up there? Did I miss a strike?
1-1, yeah. And that's fouled, strike 2. Hunter Ansel, number 13, is the batter. Well, it looks like everybody brought their dog to the game today. I see 1, 2, 3 or 4 dogs.
Yeah, there's.
Yeah, everybody's got their dog out enjoying a baseball game. Oh, yeah,
that's that same bounce.
Yeah, the same bounce. There's that.
And safe.
There must be a rock out there in the dirt, something knocking those baseballs around. All right, yes, and the runner is safe. So Turks have the first base runner of the afternoon. Sergio Ulloa. All right, number 22, our first baseman.
Okay, Sergio, you got this, buddy.
Ball low. Ooh, inside ball.
Really? Oh, yeah, I know Monica. Monica's awesome.
Turk runner takes the lead, short lead at first. Pitcher over there and gets back safely underneath the tag. Count stays at 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out here in the bottom half of the third. Turks trailing the Lynx of Lincoln High School 3-0. Strike. Runner goes, swing and a miss. And the throw is
Go,
well
go,
up
go,
the
go, go,
line,
go,
and
go,
runner
go.
advances. Going to go to third. There's going to be a play at third. Got him.
That's too bad.
Yeah, some aggressive base running. He's coming up hobbling just a little bit, too. He took a pretty hard slide into third base there, but I think he's going to be all right. So good try at some aggressive base running, but did not work out as he's caught trying to make his way over to third base. So we've got now 2 outs, and Sergio, and the count is 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and the base paths are now empty. For those of you
was that my cue?
Those of you keeping score at home, and a swing and a miss, and the side is retired. So we go to the top of the second. Turks trailing 3-0. So Dave, how many years? Maybe I'll catch you off guard here. How many years has TurkBright.tv been on the air? It's over 10.
Oh yeah.
I mean, 12, 15.
Yeah, I think this is our 13th year.
13th year. Wow. And you say we do approximately 80 events, 80
streams.
Streams,
yep. 80
right?
events, yep.
Which could be athletics, extracurricular, graduation, community events, things. Lots
Correct.
of different things.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Actually, I didn't take into consideration we have a partnership with the League of Women Voters now, and we stream all of their candidate forums that are virtual.
Very
so
cool.
that probably adds another 10 to our list.
Wow. So you're like up to 90.
Yeah. What's cool about that is all the candidates zoom in, and we zoom in, and we stream it from the comfort of, back at the shop. Kids just come in and kind of orchestrate the whole thing.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's kind of neat.
Very cool. Well, see, and then your wife gets to watch. You're back in Virginia today, right?
Yeah.
Make
Love
sure
you, sweetie.
that make sure that you're behaving yourself.
We'll see if she's watching or not. She'll text me back, yes or no.
She'll text you back, right? All right, we're going to have our final warm-up tosses here, and we'll be back to action in just a moment.
I can't hear this song without thinking about Will Smith and that fish movie that he was in. What was that? Shark Tale? Is that what it was?
Yes.
Shark Tales?
At the car wash. All right. Strike one. Max Harrison, number 7, leads things off for the Lynx. And that's chop foul down the third baseline. High ball. So you got it figured out now over there, Dave?
I'm catching on.
You're catching on. All right. Like I said, we got you. This is the first time we've gotten you out of the palatial studios for a while, and out in the field, actually doing the field work here.
I'm usually producing from the comforts of my desk.
Yeah, exactly. And he gets out here in the field. It's like, my gosh, the proverbial fish out of water, right?
I can't tell you how many times I told Brandy, it's easy.
It's good having you here, buddy. It's good having you here.
It's good to be here.
Like old times.
It is. I'm excited about it.
Slow roller, but in time.
Nice.
That's the way. You don't give up on it. Nice hustle there by the Turks for out number 1. And next is going to be number 22.
Jason, I want your opinion. What do you think of our new scoreboard across the top? Our Brandy made that, our producer that's not here right now. Looks good, doesn't it?
Rise Estes, I believe, is the young man's name. Strike one. Dave, as you think back, 10 plus years ago, what we had to work with then versus now.
Oh my gosh.
Can you even imagine going back to those days?
No. We had a little tripod here with a camera on it. Remember that?
Yeah, it was It was definitely put together on a shoestring budget.
Oh, yeah.
Secondhand equipment and everything else. So.
Yep.
It's
Goodwill
nice.
cameras.
Yeah, exactly. Scrounging eBay and Goodwill, everything you could to find stuff that we could repurpose, right? Two balls, one strike, one out. Here in the top of the first. Ooh, just got. Oh, home plate umpire says he was hit by the pitch, so he's going to make a path down to first base. All right, next is Jake Chittle, I believe it is. Jake Chittle, number 16, stepping in for the Lynx. Lynx again today, and their bright red and black tops with the gray bottoms. Turks in their navy tops and gray bottoms today. And that's foul down the first base line off the screen. Strike one.
Think if Bryon could change the colors, he would?
I just, like I said, it just seems odd seeing Coach Bryon down there in red and black.
You're going to have to tease him at football.
Oh, man, I'm going to have to, We're going to have to get a picture of him so we can superimpose it on the stream, and say,
right.
Bryon, what we need to talk here. What's this all about? Have you turned traitor, or what's the deal?
We got to get a good picture of him to use.
Runner advances down to second, now in scoring position. 1-1, one out. Top of the second. Lynx leading 3-0. Hit straight away center field. It's shallow and it's going to drop. Runner tags and he's going to go to third with a play. Safe. Just barely. And we're going to have runners at the corners, first and third, still one out for Lincoln. So, Dave, do you have some, youngsters coming through the system as far as producers and talent for next year? What's the crop look like as far as your tech club is concerned?
Next year's definitely going to be a hit. I'm losing 3 power players.
Mm-hmm.
Which is going to hurt.
Which my producer is one of them.
Your
Brandy is going away.
Yep, absolutely.
Jeez,
I know.
Okay,
and then, Draven, who produced about every basketball game there was this season.
Draven's very talented, and can plug him in pretty much wherever you need to plug him in, cameraman, producing. So Draven's out, and then you've got a third one that you're losing as well?
I do. He's more of a support role, but he's going to be missed.
Wow.
That would be Alec.
Mm-hmm.
I do have Maria coming up. So Maria's a sophomore this year, and she's been streaming softball, or not soccer.
Runner's coming to the plate, and play at the plate. Oh, not in time. Pitcher drops the ball, so that run scores. That's 4. So you said you got Maria, and then who are some of your other up-and-coming stars in the producing or announcing roles for TurkPride.tv?
Ooh. Keegan, Keegan, who is on varsity baseball.
Yep. Okay. Perfect. Well, it's good to like I said, you got to get them when they're like freshmen and sophomores, right? So you got a couple 3 years to refine their talents and get their help.
Yes, it's nice to have Keegan. He's good on air.
Good.
Yeah, he's kind of got that silky voice, and he can keep the conversation going and talk about what he sees.
That's great. Yeah, because that was always the intent. The intent was not to do this so that I would get airtime or whatever. It's to really help be almost a working classroom for the kids, for the students that maybe have a desire to go into broadcasting or journalism or something like that, and it gives them some real life experience. And that's hit high to right field, charging. Oh, and he drops it. And that hung up there forever, and the runner advances. So we got runners at first and third. Still just one out here in the top of the second. And draw some cheers from the Lincoln fans who have come out today to the Sky Valley to support their team. And we got a good contingent from Sultan that's here supporting the hometown Turks. Runner goes. Dropped, but the catcher keeps it in front of him. So runner from third does not attempt to advance. Batter steps out. And back in. And this is Ian Wu, I believe is the young man's name. Ball outside. The weather thus far is holding out. A little bit of clouds, but very, very comfortable day in the upper 50s. And I saw on the news, Dave, we were going to have our first 70-degree day next week.
Oh, boy. Hooray.
We barely even had any 60-degree days, and they say next weekend we're going to have the 70s.
Yeah,
so
we're going to go from, what, 49 to
yeah,
70?
the 70, yeah, exactly. Turn up the heat about 25 degrees right in one day.
And the last week of baseball.
Yes, exactly. As we struggle through all the cold, wet weather, and then finally get some nice weather and the season's over. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it seems like we have this conversation all the time.
Got him.
Oh, nice.
Runner took just a little bit too much of a lead, and nice defense there by the Turks, and picked him off at third. So got that lead runner. Now the runner just at second. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs now for the Lynx here in the top of the second inning. They lead the hometown Turks 4-0. And that's hit sky high, pop up.
Got it.
Gonna call. Third baseman calls it, and the side is retired. So we go to the bottom half of the second. Turks trailing 4-0.
So I didn't hear from Jen, so that tells me she's actually not watching the game.
She is not our distinguished viewer today, huh?
So that's fantastic.
That's fantastic. That means we've actually got
a real person out there,
not just a spouse that's tuning in, right? To keep an eye on you, make sure you're behaving yourself. Right?
So, we were talking earlier about the kids. It's about the kids, and we're teaching them how to do stuff.
It is.
Seth Sorgen is really embracing the broadcasting.
Wonderful. Now he's relocated to Mississippi.
Yep.
Mississippi, right?
So he's getting a business degree, but he's also taking some video production, broadcasting type classes.
Very cool.
Maddie Jeffries, remember her? She got her degree or is just finishing up her degree in. It's not broadcasting; it's some type of media specialist program.
She will do well. She had a very good demeanor about herself. She spoke very well, good enunciation. I mean, she just had a lot of she seemed very comfortable in front of the camera as well too. And so that young lady, I think, will do very well if she chooses to go down that path.
I agree. Yeah. I think her passion is more behind the stuff. She seems to have that video editing bug.
Right. Yeah.
But she would just flourish in front of the camera.
Yeah, she does. She's one of those people that has the talent to, like you said, to do the technical aspects behind the scenes, but also be in front of the camera as well too. So yeah, she definitely has a bright future if she chooses that path.
What's great is we still use a lot of her stuff around here, her pre-recorded stuff.
I know. Like I said, we just can't let these good kids graduate, Dave.
Can we hold them back somehow?
Yeah, geez. All right, we head now to the bottom half of the second inning. Swing and a miss. Brody Jensen is the batter for the Turks. That's outside ball. High ball. 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2. high, an outside ball. Full count, 3-2. Yeah, our crowd continues to grow here this afternoon.
Wow, we're near capacity.
Yeah, we got a lot of folks. It's a great day for a baseball game. And ball 4. So Mr. Jensen gets free pass. Going to trot down to first base, and it's going to bring up number 10 is Chris Lopez. Yeah, I had a productive day today. Got my lawn mowed today. You know, it's like, it was a good day.
I hope I come home to a mowed lawn. I got the neighbor kids on it.
Is that right? There you go. I see. See, you chose the employ a youth path for getting your lawn done, right?
Yep, I'm helping them out.
I see. You're helping the youth of today.
Yep.
Right? It's providing employment opportunities.
Exactly.
And that's chopped to third baseman. Holds the runner at second. Over to first. Nice play for out number 1. That's how you do it. Aiden French, number 15, stepping in for the Turks. Swing and a miss.
Wow.
Strike. So on TurkPride.tv, you'll be broadcasting graduation this year, is that right?
We are, yeah. We're going to try something a little bit different. We're
gonna do you guys do commentary during... And now with a 3.5 GPA.
That'd be great, right?
Yeah, exactly. Big announcer voice stuff, you know, for all the kids as they step up. Yes, exactly. And yeah, do commentary on the speeches. I find it interesting that he made that comment during his speech. Foul over the screen.
Not my car.
Yeah. I believe graduation is June the 10th this year, I believe.
Yes, June the 10th.
Saturday, June the 10th.
We just had our first graduation committee meeting, and I think it's going to be our last one because things came together so smoothly.
That's awesome. Ooh, hit sharply right up the middle. And that's going to score a run for the Turks.
That's awesome. Who's got that? Is that at every game?
Yeah, every time we score. They get the foghorn and the siren. Yeah. Every Turk run, we give them a little sound effect there. All right, so the Turks are on the board, now trailing 4-1. Only one out here in the bottom half of the second. Throw over to first base. Runner gets back in, plenty of time.
Pitcher just wanted him to eat a little dirt.
That's right. Just want mom to have to do laundry tonight, right? Get that uni dirty.
Jared throwing the signs to the batter. And the batter's like, what?
Yeah, what? Huh? Coach,
Tilts
what?
His head sideways.
Yeah. Huh, Coach? What do you say? I don't understand.
I got something on my sleeve.
Yeah. I got crumbs on my shirt, or what do you got going on there? Swing and a miss. And this is Luke Johnston, number 7 for the Turks. And
nice.
Hit high. Oh!
They got it.
Yes, they did get it. It was a collision. Second baseman collided with the right fielder, but second baseman got to play for out number 2. So, yeah, you're coming into your busy season probably then with Turk Pride, huh? As far as, well, I guess you're finishing up with sports, but you got your end-of-year activities and things like that.
Yep. So, so I'm pretty sure we're going to do...
And that's hit right down the line. That is foul.
Did he foul it?
I thought the home plate umpire had indicated that was a foul ball, but evidently not. And looks like we have runners at the corners. So, okay, nope, fair ball. Initially, I thought he signaled that was foul, but it's fair ball and good for us. Runners at the corners. I'm sorry, Dave, you were saying. I didn't mean to cut you off there.
I don't know. We got a few academic shows coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Cool.
And there's talk in the Valley about bringing back lip sync.
Oh, really? That was
A
popular.
lot of talk about it.
It's been a number of years, probably 4 or 5 years since we've had that. Obviously, certainly before COVID was the last time that we had that. But yeah, I remember that was very popular.
They turned it into the last one was more of a talent show than a lip sync.
Gotcha. Got runners at second and third. So the Turks just looking to punch something into the outfield. They might score 2 more here. A long single would score 2. So golden opportunity for the Turks to get right back in this. Logan Norris, number 14, at the plate for the Turks. Runners take their leads. Swing and a miss. Just looking for something to hit through the infield here. And, caught third strike, and the side is retired. But the Turks get on the board. They now trail 4-1.
Mickey, how's walk-up music doing for you? Draven got you hooked up with buttons and nice and easy?
It does. Yeah, it works. Yeah, it seems like it's really got it. Yeah, for the varsity games, we do walk-up music for the boys. Mickey does that. And, yeah, you know, like I said, if you'd come around once in a while, you'd know all this stuff. You know, Mooner, if you get out of the palatial studio in the Barca Lounger there, you know, I mean.
I just come up with the ideas. I got people to implement them.
You've got peeps, right?
Yeah.
I let my people handle all that stuff. That's why when he gets out of the palatial studio, he doesn't even have any idea how to operate the equipment.
Right.
It's like, how does this stuff work?
You don't see Steve Jobs down on the production floor.
No, that's true. Of course, I'm not sure whether that's more or just the fact you're equating yourself with Steve Jobs. You know, whether I'm still kind of trying to wrap my head around that whole thing there. But, yeah, no, it's as I take a look back, I mean, I've been about 10 years associated with these broadcasts, and I've just had a lot of fun, opportunities to work with a lot of students and a lot of good memories and things like that of games, exciting games that we've had and so forth. So it's been very rewarding, and that's why I do it, because just really enjoy it.
And, you know, talk about coming a long ways. I mean, we actually have broadcast booths for all the sports now, you know.
We do.
Dedicated areas. We're not in the corner somewhere or outside in the rain.
Now, the one for the softball took a few years.
It did. It did. Second game.
Had to give Dave a hard time. That was like a 4-year process to get that.
Terrible.
Went through like 3 different companies that were helping us with that and everything else. So, all right, hit to straightaway center field. Leadoff single for the Lynx. And hit straightaway center again. That's very shallow. Oh, almost a circus catch. Going to throw it over to second, though, because the runner had to delay because it wasn't sure it was going to be caught or not. And it was a fairly easy play in getting the lead runner at second base. So out number 1. And we just want to make everybody aware this is a doubleheader today. So we will continue having a video-only stream. And that is hit straight away. Boy, center fielder's getting a lot of work. Retreating. Oh, just kind of misjudged that one. Gets over his head. Just had a hard time finding the ball. Seemed to hesitate just a bit. And it drops over his outstretched glove. So just a heads up, this is a doubleheader today. So as after the conclusion of game number 1, which you're enjoying right now, we will have game number 2. That will be a video-only stream, but we would encourage you to stick around for game number 2 coming up after the conclusion of the contest that you are enjoying right now on TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan Athletics. Pitch and hit to center field again. Center fielder, yes, makes the catch. And the runner, well, the runner is kind of in between. There he goes. He was thinking about going and then had thought better of it. Talon Perez, number 24, stepping in for the Lynx. Runner on first and second, 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd. Swing and a miss, and the catcher loses it. And runners are going to advance now to second and third. The foul area here at Sultan High School is not that large. I mean, as far as the area behind home plate, but again, if you lose that ball with that catcher's mask on it, just takes a minute sometimes to relocate it, and that was the case. And the runners were able to safely advance. And that's hit foul just over the screen at our vantage point here.
Everybody winces.
Yes.
Except for me, because I did not park there this
everybody
time.
That took a chance and parked their cars right there. And steps off. Runners go back. Swing and a miss, and the side is retired. So we go to the bottom of the 3rd. Turks still trailing 4-1. All right. We got it all figured out over there now, Mr. Moon?
Yep. I'm going to let Jason take over since he'll probably do it the second game.
I see.
Want to trade spots?
All right. Oh, geez. Dave's going to go back and get in the comfy chair now?
I am.
All right.
Okay, I'm not giving up my mic, though.
Yeah, keep on the mic there. Jason Atkinson, producer extraordinaire here. Like I said, man alive, we just got the team, the band's back together. Mickey Miller here to my left on PA today and running the board, executive producer Diamond Dave Moon and Jason Atkinson, utility man, producer extraordinaire here as well. So
it's definitely like the old days, because I usually stood in there for 2 or 3 periods and then passed the buck, right?
Yeah. No, Dave, I remember there were many a times it was you and I, because you didn't have a producer.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Dave, I don't have a producer, and you fly down here and produce. So.
It's like,
yep.
It's like who didn't show up this time, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, boy, if we could just get we could just get Matt on the mound.
Yeah. Like I said, we just need to bring back some of the all-stars, from years past. I still remember my producer Ben. He used to be
oh my gosh,
so skittish. Every time a foul ball would come back and hit the screen, he'd jump.
Yeah. And hands over the mouth, right? Like, oh.
Yes. Between that, and I think he was the one that his parents always used to bring him food too. Every time he was here,
every game,
bring him stuff from Burger King. He's getting like chicken fries and stuff from Burger King. It's like, dude, you are killing me. You're bringing food. You tell your mom and dad to bring me some food also too.
Yeah, and his mom would like literally drive down to Monroe just to get him food to bring it back to him here.
I know.
Because he didn't like McDonald's.
Yeah, he's like, my mom. I gotta run out. My mom's here. She's got my food. All right. We make our way again to the bottom half of the 3rd inning. First pitch in for a strike. Turks trailing 4-1 versus the visiting Lynx of Lincoln High School. Swing and a miss. And down on strike, so out number one. One up, one down for the Turks here in the bottom half of the third.
Wow. Jason's already better at this than me.
Jason already picked. Dave, is that saying something? It took him 30 seconds to figure it out, and it took you 2 innings, right? Jason says, I kind of watched. I cheated, right? Just a little bit. Foul down the first baseline.
Hit strike.
Strike one?
Yeah, that's strike.
Yep, strike one. And high ball.
Yeah, it looked like that one got away from him a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. Overall, though, number 18's done a nice job thus far for the Lynx. Has some pretty good velocity, and his control has been overall pretty good. He's been ahead of most of the batters. That being said, he's actually at 2-1 now. 2 balls, 1 strike.
What is the Lynx mascot? Is it a cat? What are they?
Yeah, a lynx is a type of cat. Yeah, it's like a wildcat. Yeah, bobcat.
So it's not a chunk of chain, is what you're saying?
No, no. It's like a bobcat. I think a lynx is actually a species of bobcat. It's in the bobcat family, I believe. Foul. Oh, and hit off the post and bounced right back into the field of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Still 2 strikes. If you hold it down, it'll hold it down for 5 seconds and it goes backwards. And then let go.
And that's kind of a blooper that's just gonna drop into right field, and runner is safe at first. So single for the Turks. Hunter Ansel, number 13, is stepping in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to see a good crowd assembling themselves here on a pretty nice afternoon. I mean, it's upper 50s as far as weather. This is one of the nicer days we've had so far this spring. So that's not saying a whole lot, though, because it's been pretty cold and wet.
It's been pretty wet, yeah.
Pretty cold and wet. But, hey, we'll take, mid-50s and no rain.
Pretty sure soccer's had rain every single game.
You can tell we're Washingtonians. It's like the first upper 50s day. People are like in their short sleeve shirts and everything. And I was like, I feel like they feel like they're like in Palm Springs or something because it's almost 60 degrees. Runner goes. Oh! And he is safe. And it looks like the base popped loose. Timeout. And they'll reattach that. Swing and a miss. Strike. So it's a big day in sports around the Puget Sound region. The Kraken have their first home game and the playoff contest. NHL Stanley Cup playoffs against the Colorado Avalanche. That series tied at 1-1. Puck drops tonight at 7 o'clock at Climate Pledge Arena in Seattle. So good luck to the Kraken. And also the Mariners are playing, I think it is St. Louis, the Cardinals, at T-Mobile Park. So it's going to be a busy night in Seattle as far as professional sports.
There was some MLB rule shakeup this season, isn't there? Some new stuff going on?
I hadn't heard. What specifically did you hear?
Let me Google it because I walked into a pretty heated conversation on the radio.
Interesting. Runner is at second, and that's hit right up the middle. Pitcher knocks it down. Second baseman, and runner's going to go.
Nice.
And the run scores, and the Turks now trail 4-2. Runner goes. And runner is safe. And base pop loose again. We're going to time out. We're going to reattach that. Swing and a miss.
Pitchers will have 15 seconds to throw a pitch with the bases empty.
Yes.
And 20 seconds with the runner on the
try to
base.
speed the game up. Yes, less. They're trying to increase the, like I said, the time, shorten the time. Yes, that was a big change this year. The feeling was that baseball games were just too lengthy and a little too slow, so they're trying to speed up the pace of the games.
Hitters will need to be in the batter's box within 8 seconds on the pitch clock.
Wow. Swing and a miss. And that's out number 2. Did also hear there was a news story that the Everett Aquas are going to be getting a new stadium.
Really?
Yes. There
no
will
more
be
Memorial?
Yeah, no more Memorial Stadium for Everett High School there. They will have their own field. They have 2 proposed locations. Both of them are in the downtown Everett area, which I found a little surprising because it's going to be certainly a challenge with parking and so forth. But the idea is for them to be ready for opening day 2026.
Wow.
In 3 years.
Yours truly used to be employed by the Aqua Sox.
Is that right?
Yeah, I served a mean ice cream cone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you have one of those little paper hats, too, that you wore?
I did. I did.
Dave Moon in the paper hat. That would have been awesome. What's your favorite flavor of ice cream, Dave?
Licorice.
Oh, my God.
Black licorice.
Really?
Yep.
Really? Wow. Mickey, how about you? The chocolate chip mint type thing? Yeah, I like chocolate chip mints.
Here's the deal with black licorice, though.
Peanut butter and chocolate's good, though.
You
too.
don't need very much because it just blows out your taste buds after the first
and your
bite
tongue
or
is
two.
black
Yeah,
and
but
blue.
you can't taste anything afterwards, so... Your mom likes black licorice, Mickey?
Uh-huh. Now, if I eat licorice, I would choose black over red, but ice cream, I don't know.
Bases are bigger, too.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, and it's off the top of the batting cage. All right. So, yeah, big sports day, big sports night in Seattle. Again, good luck to the Mariners and the Kraken. And strike 3, and the side is retired. But the Turks score again and cut that lead now to 4-2.
Yeah, it's the top of the 4th. That one.
So, Dave, it was the hard ice cream, or was it soft serve?
It was the hard ice cream.
You had to scoop it out.
Yep. Had a little. It
Build
was
up your
actually before they were the Aqua Sox, the Giants.
Yes, Everett Giants.
Yep. They had little helmets that you put the.
Oh yeah, the little plastic
in.
helmets. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yep. Bob Vivasi.
There you go.
Owned it at the time.
Yes. But yes, the Aqua Sox will be getting a new stadium because they're playing what's called the High A League now. And so their season is much longer, and because of that, I think in 2021, Major League Baseball put some new rules in as far as the facilities, and Memorial Stadium just did not check all the boxes as far as the requirements of Major League Baseball. So they will be assisting in building a new stadium for the Aqua Sox. Again, for target date is opening day 2026.
But they don't know where yet.
They have 2 prospective spots, and like I said, both of them, to me, it would kind of scratch my head a little bit. They're both in downtown Everett. One would be very close to where the train station is, just across the freeway from where the Lowe's store is.
Okay.
And the other one is on the other side, basically just west of where the PUD building is there.
Okay.
Yep. So
those are pretty close to each other.
They're very close. Yeah, literally about a block away from each other, but I'm just thinking parking. I'm not sure where people are going to park.
No kidding.
So
it's too bad they didn't think it through and put it on the waterfront and turned it into like an amphitheater at the same time.
The waterfront would have been perfect where old Scott Paper Mill was, or something like that. Would have been absolutely perfect.
Big empty parking lot right now.
Can you imagine having looking at overlooking the water and having a baseball game?
Right.
Sunsets. Oh, that'd been beautiful. But I guess not. I guess they got these two places were because the city already owns these 2 plots of land, so they wouldn't have to purchase or acquire land. But anyway, back to action here. Top of the 4th. Turks trailing 4-2.
Tear down the old Nord door right there. Beautiful.
Yeah, it's a beautiful spot.
Why don't they invite us into these meetings, Dan? We got all kinds of great ideas.
I think the waterfront would be what a way to help redevelop that area and put a ball field down there. And like you said, you could use it for concerts.
Yep, multi-use.
Yep. Shortstop over to first base. Oh, and it gets underneath the first baseman. The runner's going to turn and scamper down to second. And head first slide. Nice hustle by that young man. And he makes it in safe for a double. Yeah, I would think it could really be a jewel to help redevelop the waterfront area there, but I don't hear that that's a site that's being considered at this time. Runner takes his lead at second, and that's outside ball. Reese Estes. This is Reese Estes. That's way outside. Oh,
nice.
Yeah, nice play.
Oh, darn it.
Almost got the double play there, but nice alert play by the pitcher.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, nice reaction by that young man, and almost turned it into a double play. Ball.
Dan, do you know what the second game is? It the same lineup?
They would have to exchange new lineup cards, and I imagine you'll get a new pitcher, obviously. So they'll probably shuffle things around a little bit. I would imagine. Probably give some of his substitutes a chance to play in the second game. But we'll just have to see. I'm sure you'll see some of these same faces will be out there for game number 2. It looks like both dugouts though have fairly good number of. I think the Turks are a little deeper than the Lynx are as far as available players today. And Sultan, I'm saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, yeah, about the same. About four additional players, 4 or 5 additional substitutes listed for each team. Steps off. And we're just now at 1 hour in, so the game's moving along at a fairly good pace. Again, we do have one more game, as David mentioned, doubleheader to follow here after the conclusion of this game. Oh, and hits off the catcher's mask, and runner's going to advance down to third. Count is full, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the top of the 4th. Lynx leading the Turks 4-2. Toss over to third. Runner's back well in time. And ball 4. So Dave, you shared that you have some, you're helping to employ the youth of startup today by having someone mow your lawn for you.
It's a standing contract.
What does it go for? What's standard fee for mowing a lawn these days? I have no idea.
They're taking me for $20.
Oh, well, I think you're getting a pretty decent deal. How big is your yard?
My yard's pretty big.
Yeah, I think you're doing okay then.
Yeah, I definitely am.
I think you're doing all right.
I pay for their gas, so I give them another $20 every month, so they get gas money.
Gotcha. Okay.
But their lawn's adjacent to our lawn, and
it's the neighbor's kid.
Yep, they can just literally just do them both. Yep,
do them both the same. So there's no fence between the two properties or anything I got to worry about. Okay. Oh, and the who is that man in the black and red shirt that's sauntering out onto the field there?
He's got that same walk, doesn't he?
It's like I know that guy, but it's just the colors just don't. I don't know. Because the person I know wouldn't ever be caught dead wearing anything other than Columbia and Navy. But they do say everybody has a twin somewhere in the world, right? Maybe that's what it is.
His doppelganger.
That's right. Runners at first and third for the Lynx. 1 out here in the top of the 4th. They lead 4-2 over the hometown Turks.
Are we gonna have to mix a uniform picture into the Bryon Bunch song?
Might have to.
Or black and red.
Might have to. I know.
Don't go.
It's like the Bizarro world. If we ever saw him in like black and orange for Granite Falls, then I know the world would be turning upside down, right? And speaking of the black and orange, Granite Falls, the Tigers are going to come a knocking on Tuesday here on TurkPride.tv as the Tigers of Granite Falls come in to visit the hometown Turks. 4 o'clock here on TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan Athletics. Pitch, swing, and a miss.
I believe Brandy's producing that, right?
I hope so. I don't know. We got you out here once. I'm not sure we're going to get you out here a second time.
I'm not sure you will either.
Dave's like, this is too much work. I got to go back into my palatial studios, right?
Jen claims she's been watching.
She claims. I see.
I mean, we both know that's not true, honey.
Jen, he's behaving himself, okay? If you are listening, your husband's behaving himself. I'm keeping an eye on him, and Mickey's going to keep an eye on him for the next game. So for the next 3+ hours, you know that he has a chaperone for the next 3 hours.
Oh, really, Zach Day? Very cool.
All right. And it goes down on strikes. So 2 outs now for the Lynx here in the top of the 4th. Runners on second and third for Lincoln. High and inside, ball 1.
Hi, Mickey. You got a fan base.
Jeez, look at she's got peeps. And the runner comes to the plate, and toss is late. Number 7 slides in head first. Nice Nice base running by that young man. And it is now 5-2. So we got runner advances from second to third, third to home, and so we have a runner at third. Still 2 outs for the Lynx here in the top half of the 4th inning. They lead now 5-2. Yeah, Mickey is so popular. Everybody wants to say hi to Mickey. Outside ball. Strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at third. See, Mickey's waving to the fans again.
Wow.
You
doing autographs later, Mickey?
Yeah, Mickey got an autograph signing. Oh. 3-2.
Where's our fan base,
I know. Jeez. See, look at Mickey's got fans everywhere. Everybody wants to know Mickey. Full count, 2 outs, runner at third. Turks want to get out of this inning without giving out another run. And that's lifted foul. So upcoming, as we had mentioned here on TurkPride.tv, games, baseball games both Monday and Tuesday.
And I believe there's softball. There's all 3 sports on Monday. There's even a soccer game on Monday.
Soccer game. Wow, you are going to be a busy guy, Dave. You got a lot going on. You got a lot to manage in your executive producer role on Monday. But we know you'll be over at the girls' softball game. You like them better. You're always over there. Where's Dave?
Chairs
Always over at softball. Chairs are more comfortable. That's true. Oh, that's hit solidly to right field. He's got a beat on it. Ooh, just misplays it. And runner's going to come around to score. And it's now 7-2, Lynx. Just misplayed it a little bit, and it cost them. And again, a good contingent of fans that made their way here supporting the Lynx of Lincoln High School. Runner goes, pitch out, and throw was just a little late. Runner gets there easily to second base. So baseball, softball, and soccer all on Monday.
All the same, yep.
Soccer is what, at 6 o'clock though? 7 o'clock.
Yep.
Okay. Soccer is a little later start, so you can flip back and forth between baseball and softball and enjoy those two. And then once those are about done, then it'll be time for soccer. So you get your whole afternoon into evening taken care of for you on Monday here on TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan Athletics. Mickey continues to wave to her adoring fans in the distance there.
What is going on out there, Mickey? Holy cow.
Mickey's like a rock star. She's got her own entourage, her own peeps. She's got her peeps. Outside ball. And that's ball 4. So runner's going to trot down to first base. We have runners at first and third. Still 2 outs here for the Turks. So what looked like we could get out of that inning without much damage now. 2 additional runs and still have a runner at first and third. So the Turks are looking for a good defensive play here to get out of this inning. Runner goes. Fouled. Up over our vantage point here. Strike one. Runner goes. And no throw. Swing and a miss. Big cut. Jason's got the hang of it there. He's just clicking away, man.
Leaning back. And
I know he's taking it easy. Oh, that's a hot shot, but it bounces off of the shortstop shin. And it's going to score one, and it's going to score two, and that makes it now 9-2. So the Lynx really kind of break things open here in the top of the fourth. What was 5-2 has now quickly become 9-2. Oh. And we have a pinch runner. Dave Moon getting a little view of the parking lot over there. Ah. Yeah, exactly. Runner goes. And throw, and that's late. This runner's going to make it safely down to second base. Runner takes a big lead at second. And that's hit right to the shortstop for out number 3. But the damage is done as the Lynx score 4. The Turks now trail 9-2. All right, we make our way to the bottom half of the fourth inning with the Turks now trailing 9-2. So they've got a bit of a hole they need to start digging their way out of. Chris Lopez, number 10, is going to lead things off for the hometown Turks. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 1 up, 1 down for the Turks. Here in the bottom half of the fourth. Strike 1. Chop foul at the plate. Strike 2. Outside. Ball. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the fourth, Turks trailing 9-2 against the visiting Lynx of Lincoln High School. Chopped slow roller to the shortstop. Comes up cleanly over to first base in time for out number 2. Strike 1. Outside ball. Strike. Delayed call, but strike. Strike 3. And the side is retired. The Turks do not score. We're heading to the top of the fifth, trailing 9-2. Alrighty. On the way to the 5th inning we go. With the Turks trailing still 9-2. And we have a new pitcher for the Turks, number 15, Aiden French. And ball gets past the catcher. Swing and a miss. Drop third strike. And he's going to make his way to first. Catcher throws. And got him. Out number 1. Strike 1. Yeah. And just over the outstretched glove of the shortstop. And it's going to be a single. Swing and miss. I don't see any Dave Moon fans. Nobody, just Mickey fans. 2 outs here for the Lynx in the top of the 5th. And hit right up the middle. Gets past the shortstop. Runner's going to come around. No, they're going to hold him at third. And it's going to be a double. So runners at second and third. 2 outs for the Lynx. And it's hit to right field. And it's going to drop in. That's going to score 2. And that's going to take us now to 11-2. Lynx. And we've got a time. And we've got a pinch runner coming in. Number 20 is going to take place at first. Mickey's fan club just continues to grow. Yes, the Mouseketeers. Mickey's the Mouseketeers. All right, a reminder that this is the first of a doubleheader. We'll have a game upon the conclusion of our first game, which you're enjoying right now, where Turks are trailing 11-2. And pitcher steps off the rubber. Runner retreats back to the base, takes his lead, and that's outside ball. And pass ball. And Lynx have a runner in scoring position. And that's a slow roller to the shortstop. He's going to come up. Oh, nice play, and gets him. Nice play by the shortstop there, and caught the runner coming from second to third napping. So we're going to head to the bottom of the fifth. Turks trailing 11-2. All right, make our way to the bottom half of the fifth inning. Turks trailing 11-2. Ball one. And hit sharply right down the first baseline. That's a single. And he's going to make the turn and hold up at one. But a nice shot right down the line for a leadoff single for the Turks here in their half of the fifth inning. Logan Norris, number 14, stepping in for the Turks. Squares to bunt. Strike. Runner goes. And it's popped up. Runner's going to retreat back because the catch is made, and runner retreats safely back to first. So out number one for the Turks. over, runner safely back. Strike. Safe. Swing and a miss. Runner goes and slides in safely into second base. 1 out. Runner at second in scoring position for the Turks. They trail 11-2 versus the Lynx of Lincoln High School. Swing and a miss, and he goes down on strikes. So 2 outs now for the Turks. Mickey's fan club down there. Dave Moon just can't. You just can't take it, can you? He doesn't like turn the spot. Yeah. Yes, we had after this. Yeah, exactly. 1 week ago today was an impromptu Dave Moon Appreciation Day. But it was under the guise of the Sky Valley Community Auction, but it turned into Dave Moon Appreciation Day. I'm not sure how that happened, but all of a sudden this slide came up on the screen and it said Dave Moon Appreciation Day. And then all of a sudden, who's out there taking selfies with everybody in the audience is Dave Moon with this in the back. It's like, no. Yeah, Dave, I hope you didn't hurt your arm patting yourself on the back. Or, it's like I just strained a little muscle, pulled a muscle there or something. And that's outside ball. Ball. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second for the Turks. They trail 11-2 here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Ball. High ball. Runner advances down to third. And that's out on strikes. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Base on balls. Base on balls. So runner goes down to first. We have first and third. 2 outs still for the Turks. And number 13, Hunter Ansel, stepping in. And that's slapped down the first base line. That's fair, and the Turks score. All right, and now it is 11-3. And we still have runners at first and third. 2 outs. And Mr. Sergio is up. Swing and a miss. Runner goes. Strike. Strike to the batter. High ball. And it's a slow roller foul down the third baseline. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners at second and third, so Turks hoping to get a couple more here in this inning, try to claw their way back into this contest. Still trailing by 8, 11-3. Strike, and the side is retired, so Turks strand 2. We head to the bottom half of the 5th inning, score 11-3. All right. We make our way to the top of the 6th inning with the Turks trailing by 8. Outside. Strike. And chop foul.
Oh, I'm supposed to be scoring.
Yeah, Dave. Dave, pay attention here. Oh, inside. All right, and trots down to first base. Runner goes.
More dogs, Dan.
I know. Everybody's got their dogs out today. Got the dogs. Bring the dog to the ballpark day.
My dog would just bark at people.
Yes. Runner at second now for the Lynx. Outside ball. Outside, and runner gets a free pass down to first base. So we got runners at first and second for the Lynx. Here in the top half of the sixth, they lead 11-3. Ball low. Ball. Strike. Ball.
Jason, you can't be yawning. You got one more to sit through.
Yeah. Putting Jason Atkinson to work. And it's a slow roller to the third baseman. Comes up, throwing strong to the first baseman in time for out number one. But the runners advance. We got runners now at second and third for the Lynx. Dave, you got the hang of that doohickey over there?
I do. This is nice.
Stream Deck.
It really makes life easy.
It's what changes all the numerals up on the screen there, right?
It's neat. Look, it even tells me.
It
Oops.
even oops. Oops.
Oops.
If you push the right button, it tells you, right? Oh, and it's thrown past, and it looks like run's going to come across for the Lynx.
That's Piper.
Yes, Piper. Young lady scores. Good for her. All right, and the runner advances to third, so it's now 12-3. Yeah, the Turks want to keep that man from scoring at third base because that becomes then the 10-run differential. Oh. And runner's going to come. Toss the plate.
Out.
Oh, yes. Got him. Close play at the plate, but out. So out number 2, and the threat is removed. Oh, and that's hit well.
Wow.
Over the left fielder's head by quite a bit. Definitely caught him by surprise, and that's going to be an easy stand-up double. Best hit today by any of the team by far. Nice hit there in the left field for that young man. With a stand-up double with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. And popped straight up by our vantage point and over the top.
Thought for sure that was going to hit the roof.
I know. I thought it hit the roof, or maybe hit our announcing desk here.
If Ben was here, he would have hit the roof.
Yeah. Yes, if Ben were here.
Nope. Here comes Coach Bryon. Saunters over to the ump.
Who is that? Who is that man with the black and red coat on? He looks vaguely familiar.
Right.
Vaguely familiar, but I know that there's no way that person wouldn't be wearing, Turk blue.
Because he bleeds blue, right?
He does. I don't know why. It just can't be him. It looks like him, but it just can't be him.
I believe the term is Homer, right?
Homer, yes.
Yeah.
Oh. Yes, we'll have to give Mr. Atkinson a hard time next time we have him on the broadcast. So you have to make a Bryon bunch, another one with
all red
and black. No balls, 2 strikes, and strike 3, and the side is retired. And we go to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Turks trailing 12-3.
I'm not giving up my spot, Jason. Just letting you know. But I'll tell you what, the next game, you only have to share it with Mickey.
Yeah, 'cause I'll be out.
Oh, me too. I'm going to go have dinner with Jamie.
All right. Yes, living in America, the godfather of soul, James Brown from Rocky 3. Boy, brings back some memories.
I saw this in the theater.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Actually, I take that back. Rocky 4, not Rocky 3.
You're right.
3 was against Mr. T.
3 was Mr. T.
3 was Mr. T, and 4 was against Drago. Ivan Drago.
Where, in 1, Rocky's not a smart guy, and in 3, he's, super smart and,
exactly.
sly businessman.
Exactly, yeah.
And then in 4, he's even smarter, and then 5 didn't end up so well.
Yeah, 5 didn't end
up
so well.
Little drain bramage.
Yeah.
Oh, am I doing this, Jason?
Yeah, Dave Boone. High, and that's ball 4. So Turks have a base runner on to lead off the inning here in the bottom half of the 6th. swing and a miss. And again, we want to remind you this is the first half of a doubleheader here. At the conclusion of this game, we will have another between these same two teams here on a video-only stream. We invite you to stick around and watch the second half of our doubleheader here this evening on TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan Athletics. And runner makes it safely.
And for those sticking around, all we're going to do is just clear the board and keep the stream going.
Keep the board and clear the stream going. There we go. You know, on what is a busy evening here in the Puget Sound region for professional sports.
I know. I really feel bad that we're taking viewers away from the Kraken.
I know, from the Kraken and from the Mariners tonight.
But, you know, people are making their choice, and they're choosing Sultan.
Exactly. Nobody wants to watch the Kraken in their first home NHL playoff game they're on this stream.
And their second year of existence.
Yeah, exactly. But we have a busy day coming up on Monday.
Yeah, 3 events.
Yeah, 3 events. 3 events.
I'll probably be hanging out over at softball, just to let you know.
Big surprise. Yeah, I'm really shocked, Dave.
What do you say? Their studio is a little more palatial.
A little palatial. Oh, nice play there. They kind of let it run, and I thought it was going to go foul, but stayed fair, and an easy tag on the base for an out. The runner does advance over to third. 1 out. Runner at third base for the Turks. Yeah, the little more palatial over there. But, you know, they don't have as much fun as we have. They don't have the music. They don't have the atmosphere. They don't have Mickey Miller, who has her own personal fan club here waving to her from the stands. I mean, we got it all over here.
And Mickey does double duty. She's walk-up music and keeping score.
She does. She's got like one hand on the keyboard for starting the music and the other one on the scoreboard and then doing the PA announcements. And she's, yeah, exactly. And then the hand wave. She's just amazing. And but right down the line, but that's going to be an easy play for the pitcher. But the run scores, so the Turks. All right, and that makes it 12-4. 2 outs, base paths empty for the Turks, trying to get a little rally going here. See if they can chip away a little further on that lead.
Temperature's starting to dip a little bit.
It is, but definitely been nice not having any rain, getting the game in today. Supposed to get rain moving in later this evening after 8-9 o'clock, so hopefully they'll be able to get the second half of this doubleheader in before Mother Nature changes her ways. And hit sharply to right field. Goes back and makes the catch for out number 3. But the Turks score. It's now 12-4. All right, we go to the 7th inning. Turks trailing 12-4, so last dance, last chance here. Turks need to get out of this inning and really get the bats heated up to try to get back into this contest. Ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes.
Strike.
There you go, right down the pipe. So any exciting plans the remainder of the evening there, Mr. Moon?
Dinner with my daughter.
Dinner with your daughter, that's nice.
Yeah, it's been a busy day today.
Yeah. Yeah, because you had the community cleanup, is that right, this morning?
Yep.
Very nice.
Got some old stuff. Got an old Toshiba satellite laptop.
Really?
It's the 6 inches thick, a monochrome screen.
Wow.
Kids thought that was kind of neat. I think we might add that to the museum rather than recycling.
Yeah, I think they need to keep that one inside.
No typewriters. I was disappointed.
No typewriters today.
I even did a dump run.
Really?
Yeah,
wow.
Yep. Helped Jamie out. She loaded up her brother's pickup truck, and I drove it down there for her.
Very cool. Yeah, I did not hear much about the cleanup event.
It was. I'm thinking it didn't get out there much because it was. Usually we have a line.
Yeah, not highly publicized.
There was no line.
Yeah.
There was never a wait.
Wow.
Not a single time.
Well, that's always a good way to keep the line short is don't publicize it, right? Don't
Right.
let anybody know, right? Then you're not surprised when not very many people show up. And that's lifted high, but very shallow. Oh, and it drops in. It's just in front of the second baseman. They're going to throw over to second with the shortstop covering for the force.
Whoa. What? He didn't force it out? I don't understand.
Oh, because it was an infield fly, maybe. Yeah, I think it was infield fly. So that the runner gets to advance over to second. That's what it was. Okay, so runner is safe at second. First and second base. No outs here in the top of the 7th. Turks trailing 12-4. And we're back to action. Strike. So where's dinner? We're going to dinner? Decide where you're going to dinner?
Jamie's fixing me dinner.
Oh, she's cooking you dinner.
Yeah.
Wow, home cooked
Jen's
meal.
been gone for 4 weeks.
I see.
Jamie figured I could use a home cooked meal.
You could use something nutritious, right? Yeah, you've been doing the Bachelor thing for a while, right?
Oh.
Yeah. You running out of frozen pizzas?
I am. I used the last one 2 nights ago.
Better make a run to the store for some more frozen pizzas. The Bachelor's cuisine, right? Oh, that's hit between short and third. And they're going to hold everybody, and the bases will be loaded for the Lynx here in the 7th inning. All right, we're going to have a little conversation out there at the mound, and we may have a pitching change. So we'll see how that goes here. Oh, he's questioning the call from the field umpire. All right, so coach is we're just going to have a little conversation here. And I think they're satisfied, so we'll be back to action in just a moment. Yes, I remember there was an episode of Seinfeld where George was sitting alone in his underwear eating a block of cheese the size of a car battery. Jerry told him, he says, I find it concerning that you equate a bachelor paradise to sitting around in your underwear eating cheese.
And watching sci-fi. You just summed up my life right there, Bryon.
Right there. That's right. I was sitting in my underwear eating a block of cheese the size of a car battery.
That's one lucky man, George Costanza.
Yes, George Costanza. Inside ball. Swing and a miss. Again, bases loaded for the Lynx. No outs, so Turks find themselves in a tough spot.
Yeah, Lynx are in a sweet position.
Yep. Oh, and runners hold. Yeah, Turks really hoping for a double play ball here would be just what the doctor ordered. Well, it's very nice that your daughter's going to cook dinner for you tonight.
Or it's sympathy
for dear old dad, right? And strike three. All right, so one down for the Turks.
Jason, you want to shut that window?
Yeah, temperature is definitely starting to drop. At least it feels that way. It still says it's 63 degrees. I find that hard to believe. It doesn't seem like 63 degrees, but of course we've spent many a cold day up in this press box over the years.
Oh my gosh, hail! We've had hail before up here, Dan.
It's just baseball in the Northwest is just cold and wet. It's just what it is.
Well, you know, if they push it off 1 month, you know, I mean, if we'd start instead of, you know, March.
Yeah, 1st of March they start games. Yeah, if they start 1st of April, we'd just be starting the season right now and go till the end of May. Ooh. And that's going to walk in a run. So walk given up, and it's going to force a run in from third base. So that now makes it 13-4. Hope the dog likes it. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's just things get really compressed as far as end of year things and graduation and all that sort of stuff, playoffs and everything else. And slow roller foul down the third base line.
Piper again.
Piper's up. High ball. High and inside, ball. 2-2. 1 out. Bases full for the Lynx. They're trying to add to their lead. And it's a pass ball by the catcher. And runners all hold. So a reminder coming up on Monday, a triple header. Baseball, softball, and soccer all here on TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan Athletics. And then followed on Tuesday, baseball against the Tigers of Granite Falls. So busy start to the week as the spring seasons start to kind of wind their way towards conclusion here.
Yeah, we're definitely on the last stretch of
the
it.
Downhill pull, yeah, we are. It goes by fast. It goes by really fast. Seems like you just kind of getting started and then it's over. And strike 3, and she goes down on strikes. So 2 outs now. Turks trying to get out of this without giving up any more runs because they already have a big mountain to climb as it is here, heading to their last chances here in the bottom half of the 7th inning.
You know, unlike basketball, which seems to go on forever.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And across a winter break.
I think that's part of what makes it seem so long is because it starts right before and then it goes over Christmas break and then it really gets going in January. Because December's kind of a short month. It gets started at right at the end of November, first part of December, and then we're gone, and then you get a break, and then you're back and really getting into it in January. Yeah, you have multiple games every night of the week, so it's just.
I missed that year. Was it a COVID year where we did boys and girls basketballs always on the same night? That was nice. That was nice. I mean, it made it long for the producers, but
yeah,
it was.
The double headers, yeah.
It was so nice.
Oh, that's way outside.
Ooh, full count.
Full count, 2 outs, bases loaded. Doesn't get any more pressure packed than this. Swing and a miss, and the side is retired. So nice job by the Turks to get out of that inning. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Last dance,
final
last
countdown.
Chance. It is. It's the final countdown. Last dance, last chance here for the Turks. They got a big mountain to climb. Don't you go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right, we make our way to the bottom half of the 7th inning. Last dance, last chance for the Turks, trailing 13-4 against the Lynx of Lincoln High School. First pitch, we have a new pitcher, Mr. Wu, number 8. Ian Wu is the pitcher for the Lynx, finishing things up here today. Reminder that we'll have another game immediately following the conclusion of this game.
Whoa.
We'll give teams a chance to kind of stretch their legs just a little bit and re-warm up, and then we'll get started for the Twilight doubleheader here on TurkPride.tv. We'll continue this video stream, and for those of you that would like to remain here, please do so. And that's hit over to right field. Right fielder gets a bad jump on it, and we're going to have a leadoff single for the Turks. Squares to bunt. And strike one. Or ball, excuse me. Yeah, I think it was a strike. Yeah, strike one. And that's hit sky high over towards third base. Out of bounds, but out of field play. Oh, and we got a base runner go. Oh, boy.
Oh,
and then caught in a pickle. Back and forth. And runner is out. Okay. So 2 outs. The Turks are down. That's quickly 2 up, 2 down. And Turks are down to their last out here.
So help me understand there. He wasn't tagged out. Why did?
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what happened there.
No contest.
It must have been.
Called it or
must
something?
have been. Yeah, I don't know. The field umpire was right there, but he called him out. So I'm not exactly sure what that was. But we'll defer to him. Yeah, I guess. Strike. Mr. Wu quickly ahead. No balls. 2 strikes. 2 outs. Base is empty for the Turks. And that will do it. All right, the first game is in the books. The Turks on the short end of a 13-4 score. We're going to have a second game coming up here in just a bit. We're going to give the teams a chance to kind of stretch their legs, re-warm up, reset up lineup cards, and continue the contest. So we invite you to continue watching here on TurkPride.tv. We'll continue the stream. Jason Atkinson will continue recording balls and strikes to keep you in the know, because our home plate umpire is a little on the quiet side. So
he is a little on the quiet side.
He is a little on the quiet side. Mickey Miller will stay here, and I think, Dave, you and I are going to move on to other pursuits for the remainder of the evening, right?
This was a great reunion show,
it
though,
was.
guys.
I really appreciate you coming out. We appreciate you, getting out of the studio and coming out and, seeing how the hired help does, how the hired help works here.
Even Steve Jobs visited the storefronts every once in a while.
Every once in a while, yeah, So, no, it was good having you here, big guy. Appreciate you coming out. Jason, good having you here, and plucked him out of the crowd, like I said. Man alive. Yeah, it brings back old memories of earlier days.
The only thing we're missing is Maddie on the mound.
That's right.
Catching.
That's right. Well, yeah, we could have jumped back in the way-back vehicle of about 5 years ago, 5-6 years ago, right? So anyway, the teams will get re-lined up, and they'll do it all over here again in just a bit. Right now it is 6:17, I would say, probably by 6:30, because they'll need to have time. The darkness will start creeping in on us around a little after 8 o'clock. So if they want to get the game in, they'll need to get going here fairly rapidly. So for myself, executive producer Diamond Dave Moon, Jason Atkinson, Mickey Miller, and a cast of thousands.
Cast of thousands in a near-capacity crowd.
Near-capacity crowd here at TurkPride.tv. Again, join us on Monday. We have a triple header, boys baseball, girls softball, and soccer. And then on Tuesday, the dreaded Tigers of Granite Falls invade Turk Field.
Always
4 o'clock here on TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan Athletics. Good night, everybody.
Stay tuned. You got another one coming up.